fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. Let's fucking go. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. 24/7 researching, it's all a fantasy. But if I make the right phase, it pays automatic. Bankroll showing that I know it dope strategy. On a winning streak, I'm stacking a dose and the bookies all get mad at me. Confident with how it plays, not clicking on a flex today. All I see is green and we all about to get paid. Eric and Josh on the stream, they be killing it. Never gonna stop it, I like it, be feeling it. Picking the players, they all never time. You can't make up your mind and just go with your gut. Looked around, we found a glitch. No toast allowed, just post a list. Sophia's fine, sat to his stick, and Caitlin Clark just doesn't miss. Win, lose, or draw, we never quit. When we shoot the ball, it's another switch. Submit the link, it'll make you rich, and we going big. Don't be a bitch. Let's fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. Let's fucking go. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. We about to go big. We about to go big. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks. About to go big. Kill him with the PrizePicks.
Big E, what up, what up, what up?
Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Just Cash. Coming at you on a light solo game, Wednesday. Today is September 4th. As always, joined by Underrated. What's up, dude? How are you?
Doing great, man. It's really, really nice out today, and the weather has really been making my mood be good no matter what's going on in life, so I can't complain. I woke up, looked outside, I said, man, that Asian baseball had me up till 4 in the morning. Woke up, looked outside. It was like, it's sunny already. This is going to be a great day. Talked to you, said, we going to do a stream. There's one game. You say, heck yeah. So here we are. I'm excited.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to hear it, man. All right, y'all. Before we hop into it, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. Always help us fight in the algorithms. And we're still rounding that corner to 1,000 subs. Super excited. Super excited. So can't thank you guys enough. Y'all have been such an awesome community so far, and even though with the bad beats, there's still been some really insane days, and we still have a long road to go. So a lot of WNBA left, and we're getting ready for NFL kickoff is just one more day away, which is so crazy to think about. And we're gonna have that season fully underway, and then the basketball is right around the corner as well. So make sure you guys find all that action down below and the links further on for our Discord. So we're on the 7-day free trial, so do find yourself in there, check it out, at least hop in for the free 7-day trial and see what's up. Come in, say hi, and hopefully we'll make some money.
Oh yeah, we will.
Oh yeah. And there's we've had some really just wacky things going on the last couple weeks. I would say the last 2 weeks in particular, like right after the Olympic breaks, there's just been a couple weird things here back and forth, but we roll with the punches. We had a lot of good with the bad yesterday, so we still ended up making some money in the Discord. And stinker with Joel Lloyd, not getting that third turnover, that was a bit unfortunate, but that stuff happens, and I'd play that 10 out of 10 times. It just missed us last time, but it did hit for us the time before that. No sweat before half. So just one of them days, and then we had a couple weird coaching decisions, namely, I'll point out Washington here. I don't want to say they're on full tank mode, but they were definitely acting very weird. And Dallas somehow not on full tank mode, playing the starters into the ground, and they still cannot beat teams like Washington and their bench unit. So that was pretty embarrassing to see. So I would like to we'll talk about these two games a little bit more tomorrow. Keep an eye out for tonight. I think we're also going to put out a video for you guys for some overnight plays and catch some of that early action before the bump. So make sure you are keeping your eyes out for that. All right, man.
Yeah, hit that sub. Ready. Hit that sub if you haven't yet. King237's funny. He says WNBA's been pissing him off lately. I feel him. It happens. It happens sometimes.
Yeah, there's definitely some stingers along the way, and unfortunately, that is just a product of the WNBA. You can have, shoot, let's talk about just briefly Tina Charles yesterday. Geez, we couldn't be sitting any better. The first quarter, she rocks out with 11 PRA, doesn't really even sit at all in the second quarter, and then somehow ends with 12 PRA in the first half. And then that ripple effect from that, she missed her full game prop by some, I have no beyond reasoning that, she ended the game with 24 or 25 PRA or PR. And dude, we could have been sitting any better in the first quarter. And we've seen that happen like numerous times in the league, just in general this year. And I'll say also on the flip side of that, we've had a couple players like, I'll shout out McCowan sometimes too. We talked about her in the Indiana matchup the other day that, I think maybe she can get there on the rebounds, but it's definitely a tough scoring up spot. And, she came out destroyed in the first half and then somehow still ended up missing her full game prop just because she did absolutely nothing in the second half. So as much as it hurts, it's not even a surprise. And especially as we move towards the end of the season here or the regular season, we're going to see some really weird stuff. Like I promise, this is not going to be the last of it. So just make sure you guys are managing the bankroll. Do keep an eye out. We're going to have a couple, I think, possible potential nuke days towards the end of the season. So do keep an eye out for that. We can make all this lost coin that we had for the couple of these bad beats off of just one really great day. So do keep your heads up, and then, all the other options we got going on in the Discord. Soccer have been absolutely slapping. We have Slap League coming up in October.
Hey.
And then, between football and everything else that's been going on. Yeah, there's just a ton of different stuff. So make sure, play smart, keep the bankroll in check.
Yeah, man. That yesterday had a bunch of those bad beats. Like, remember we had Jewel Lloyd second half. She needed 9. She ended with 8 and missed 2 free throws in the fourth quarter. That was nice. And then I had Jackie Young after Plum got ruled out. I took Jackie Young over 21.5 PA. She sat at 21 for the last 7 minutes of the game. Just sat there at 21. I thought I had one already. I was like, oh yeah, 1 pointer assist, Jackie. That's all you need. She got 0.
And she did the same thing that Lloyd did. She burned us in all directions because before the news we took Jackie's under points, and then after the news we tried to hedge it back with the full game thing, especially coming off of the last game. 14 assists, and then just somehow did absolutely nothing in the second half, and it was just Team Asia from there on. And she ended up covering her props when we were kind of upset in the first half about that too, because she was a taco. So just a bunch of stupid stuff. And shout out Canada, Big O Canada coming through in the clutch. Had 1 assist at half. God, we could not be looking any more bleak going into the half. Just absolutely disgusting. And then comes right out of the gate, fires off back-to-back assists, and then just like that, we were right back on track. So it does happen like that, unfortunately, in both directions. So
it does.
We're just we're gonna do our best, here.
Betting.
Yeah.
Betting. It's just you just make the best plays you can make, and in the long run, it works out. We have those ups and downs. That's why we can't get too emotional. And like you said too, you got to manage your bankroll because you never, ever, ever know. Don't chalk stuff too early. Don't play stuff too big. Just make the good plays. Have the even unit bankroll management, and we'll be good. It takes a lot of willpower. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot, man. It takes a lot to figure out how to do it. But after a while, you get better and better at it, and you find yourself, even though you would get through those bad beats, you find yourself up in the end. So that's what we try to do in the Discord. So come on through. We're going to win. We're going to win.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely going to profit in the long run. So just, again, just make sure to keep that bankroll in check and be smart about your websites too, because I even find myself really bad about this where I'll place bets on one website and then I'll completely forget the fact that I've already done that. You already have stake in that player and that prop, and then I'll go over on a different website and double down with the same prop and then something else where I found this over here where I thought was good, and then you end up at the end of the night we're like, damn, I got 4 so-and-so players in my slips of the 6 slips that I played where maybe I should have had 1 less of her overall, or 2 less of her because maybe I could have found her at a better value or a decent alt line, something like that we can work with a little bit. because you want to get a little bit more creative on these one game slates because for obvious reasons we don't have bigger player pool. There's definitely going to be some redundancy across the board, so just don't play too many of the same props. Like that's one thing I see unfortunately players doing so much, and I'm bad about it too.
Yeah, it happens. You just gotta make mistakes and learn from it. Don't get too emotional and learn from it. It's all good.
100%. So, I mean, with that being said, we'll talk about a couple of things here. We'll get cute with a few parlays just to kind of, keep it as a bankroll builder. I think Indiana, obviously at home, like pretty clear-cut favorites. The Sparks, potential tank mode already. They're basically already eliminated from the playoffs. I mean, they're in dead last and, have virtually no shot. They would have to have a miracle run of like winning every single game from here on. So I don't think that's going to happen. So do keep in mind out for that in general, just moving forward. We did see, I'll say, notable minutes to keep an eye out is for Odyssey Sims. She played 34 minutes in the last 2 games back to back. She's definitely trying to secure a contract, so I think she's going to go out, play all the minutes she can. And they did already rule out Claridon, who I don't think is going to be with the Sparks next year at all. Jackson, she's still playing pretty heavy minutes. I mean, she's obviously the future of this team, so they're going to continue to play her really heavy minutes. And then last, at least from this last game, was Hamby bringing up third minutes. I mean, she's still playing right around over 30 minutes, so I think she is still live for potential minutes. And then both, Talbot's just kind of playing middling minutes anyways. And Azra Steven actually has seen a reduction in minutes, so I wouldn't be surprised to see her, play another 10, 12 minutes tonight and wouldn't be shocked. All right, so let's talk about a few props here just on the books. One that I think over here on FanDuel is totally awesome to have this Odyssey Sims for 4+ assists. She had, well over 30+% assist rating in the 2 games prior. I think, again, they're just going to leave her out there and let her, just do her thing. So she has a really good flow with the offense, and she plays a lot of minutes. Again, I think it's just a huge boost for her. And the fact that she's played really well in this particular matchup already on the season, granted it was with Dallas, she still dropped one of her season high for fantasy. So there's a lot of potential for her today. And then back on the other side, one just with an insane hit rating. The payout for this one on FanDuel is kind of crap, so I don't know if I want that exactly. But at least over here on DraftKings, you can get her for this two or more threes made at -900. That's definitely not bad. I mean, parlay that with the Indiana money line, you get -425. So we'll definitely keep an eye out for that. I'm not going to get too carried away with this game because, we do have a lot of interesting slates coming up for the rest of the week. We got 2 games tomorrow and then I believe 4 or 5 games on Friday. So save your coin, be smart. We're going to have a protected play as well on Fridays. So do keep that in mind.
Unless you got Caitlin yesterday. Big Caitlin.
Yeah. And the problem too with here being on the books is like you're having to pick from the other side of players, like basically where they're just giving you Rakia, Hamby, and the sprinkle of Azra.
Woo!
She's not even on DK, man. So they're like, hell no, we're not even giving y'all props for her.
That's weird, huh? And she was on Underdog yesterday. She's still there. They take her off there too.
Yeah, she's still on Underdog. So
that's
we're gonna have a little bit of interest in her.
Yeah. That's another cool little props.cash outlier thing you can do. You can click on WNBA and just type in her name, and it'll show you where she's at. That's pretty cool too. Real quick.
Oh, nice.
Real quick, like.
Okay. Good to know. Still learning the outlier tool myself, so I'll get a little bit more speedy with it. But yeah, maybe we're looking ahead to for stuff for tomorrow, but just in a vacuum, I think in general for parlay pieces tonight, Indiana money line, Clark for 2 or more threes. You could probably even take that up to 3 or more threes. I think she can get it done in this matchup. And then Kelsey Mitchell 15+, Rakia Jackson 10+. Any of those super live today. If you want to do rebounds, I get it. Personally, I don't really want to myself because the lines are a little bit outrageous, but I'll leave that up to you guys.
Yes, sir. And I see Damien's here. He said, pass that blunt. So I will light it up. Thank you. Appreciate you. How you been doing, E? Lighting anything up before the show, or chilling? Got some edibles? What's going on with you?
Oh yeah, I had me a little something, maybe an hour ago. We actually, it's funny you were talking about the weather outside. Man, we had beautiful weather today. For once, actually did not wake up with the ground completely soaking wet. And the irony of that, because now it's like random rain showers outside.
Weather's been crazy where you're at. That's man. Colorado's interesting. I didn't know it was so crazy like that. One day sunny, one day not. Summertime, rain, storm. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. Oh, the life in Colorado. But it'll be cool soon enough. So, I'm enjoying the different scenery other than it just being cold or snowy. So I don't mind it. You ready to talk about some player props? Some actual props, not alternate lines?
Sure. Damien said pass the blunt, so I was appreciating that, so I would light this up. And then he also said he's been killing Sleeper. And yeah, Sleeper's an interesting one. You can find some ways to win on Sleeper. It's a little shitty for certain things, but you just got to find the scams and stay away from them and play the things that are actually value, so that's good. But anyways, let's get to the props you got. What you got?
Yeah, so they did just adjust Caitlin Clark, maybe like 30 minutes to 45 minutes ago. She did bump up from 21.5 straight up to 22.5. So they did go ahead and make that adjustment for her. And currently, I know Underdog did not bring back Kelsey Mitchell's points. They're kind of sandbagging that for a little bit. But over on PrizePicks, she is at 22 flat. And I mean, that one, obviously has been bumped and seen adjustments now. So if you want to chase it, that's up to you. I would personally even consider the Goblin over there for the 19.5 points. It's a 2.5x payout, or at least it was earlier today whenever we posted it in the Discord. Again, links down below. The payout for it, I mean, you can see obviously here on Underdog is way worse. So if you do want to play it on Underdog, I get it for a safer play. Maybe, yeah, because the 3 points made is even worse. So I don't know if I would exactly chase that. If you wanted to play the PR, it is on attacks. It should be at 23.5, so, or at least 24. Consideration for that too. But, I would just say between the two stars of the team, Kelsey Mitchell and Clark, just play their alt lines and don't invest too much into this game again, guys. It's just one game and we're going to have way better options this week. All right, so another one, Rickea Jackson. I think this one has just a little bit more appeal for the payout itself of 0.88x. Is definitely not bad. Indiana, there are two different ways to really attack them. One from the free throw line, which, she definitely is going to do. So I think there is real upside for her points. But me personally, man, I don't know if I can pull the trigger on 15.5 points. It's pretty insane. I don't know if I can do that, especially if Lee Yuru is going to continue to play more minutes off the bench, because she's kind of a ball hog, as you can see in this last game. If they feed her, she gets hot and not in foul trouble, coach will actually leave her out there for a pretty substantial amount of time. So I don't know about that. The 14.5 points, maybe if you want to do that over the threes, but personally, I like the lower hanging fruit here for that.
Makes sense.
All right. And then the last two, pretty straightforward. So, another one I did want to shout out. I don't know if they did bump her on PrizePicks, but her first half fantasy was at 14.5. I think that's still pretty solid. But even the PRA at 13.5 here, they haven't moved that so far yet today. I would not be surprised to see both of those lines get bumped up here before locks at some point. So still has value at the 13.5 here. And I mean, she's just been on absolute fire. Like, I don't even know what else to say about that.
Yeah, I've never seen this before. She is like, yo,
Yeah,
we got Caitlin, we got a team. I'm doing the best I've ever done. She's not missing.
Yeah. I mean, and I love, you love to see it. So, and then the one, I'm just I got to pick on Lexi Hull because she's a spot up shooter, and this is not, it's a decent matchup, but it's not a phenomenal matchup by any means. And I think the couple things moving in the direction that I don't mind for her is, one, potential foul trouble. She's going to be assigned, or the defensive assignment for picking up Rickea Jackson on the other side, who, again, super aggressive. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see Rickea get to the free throw line a bunch today in general. But, that defensive assignment's going to be tough. And then same thing, vice versa. Rickea is going to be on the other side, more than likely covering her, if I had to guess, just, on their assignments. But, I mean, she could pick up Kelsey Mitchell. So, If that's the case, even Steph Talbot is not a sneeze on defense whatsoever. I mean, if that ends up being the case, Talbot actually has a little bit more size on Lexi Hull, so that could actually be even better for us. And just in general, I mean, the hit rating, she stayed under this like 80% of the time in the last 20 games. So just, a glass cannon shooter, and, one of those props that also, if you look at this, you need 5 points essentially to beat us, and then her full game prop is at just 8.5. So there's a nice little tax on that first half action.
I'm in on that one. Heck yes. Lexi, under, let's go.
Okay, and then before we hop into the questions, because I'm sure we're going to get a few of them, I haven't really had adequate time to look at the 2 games for tomorrow, so I'm just going to give you guys a heads up about that. We won't cover too much of that just yet, because again, I do want to kind of save that for a video for later, and then I'll give us a little bit more to talk about tomorrow, so make sure, I know we're being annoying about it, but I can't stress that the overnight early action value that we get when plays are first posted in the Discord, so make sure you guys checking that out down below. All right, man. I guess let's roll through some comments, questions, and we're going to hang out here for a little bit and call it a day. We got a normal slate time, and it's just a one game, so we're going to have a nice, easy evening.
Nice, easy evening. And look at some NFL props in the meantime as well. Since there's only one game, they dropped all kinds of tackle props for me to go through today. I cannot wait. Stuff already bumped, bro. They put it out in the shit. I was about to post a couple different ones, and they bumped in right away. So I was like, well, at least I got it in. Ha 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 ha. No, actually, I felt bad because I wanted everyone to get a piece. But we'll find more. We'll do it.
Wanted to ask you real fast, actually, about one of the rivals here. They had a Boston versus Tandy one. What do you think about that?
I don't know. Hamby's been they've both been kind of weird, to be honest.
Yeah, I know Boston was a little weird the last couple games, but at least those, danger on the road, home road splits. She did, unfortunately, crap out on us for that road game. But, back at the house, man, Indiana, they've been, a whole different monster with their offense. So I got to feel like she has to step up in the offensive scoring because, they've just had so many streaky shooters step up as their third scoring option. We had Lexi Hull for a couple games just randomly there, and then Alyssa Smith this last game with Fag Bentley being out. So it's come on, what did they draft Boston for? She was going to be the center for this team, and the amount of assists that she has, tells me she has the ball in her hands. They are running plays through her. We just need her to maybe not be so passive in the pick and rolls and actually start driving to the lane a little bit more. Because, that's like an untouched gem that Indiana has all over, is just their ability to get to their free throw line as a team.
So you were looking at Boston plus 1.5 points against Hamby?
Yeah, man, I think so. Honestly, this is not only for the adjustment little bonus that we get here, but we've seen, Hamby, this is not a great matchup. This is literally the worst matchup for points in the paint. So that being a huge factor. And then on the other side, now Sparks, somehow they're dying inside the paint. They're giving up the most points in the paint over the last 3 months. Yeah, over 3 months here, basically. And this has climbed. They were bottom middle of the pack here over the last month. They're skyrocketed up. The fact that they jumped over Dallas is got to be really telling for me. And potential bounce back spot. She could Boston it up and only shoot the ball 5 or 6 times, but maybe she shoots the ball 8 times and she has 6 free throws today, and that would be one of her baselines, And just, I think it's a generous line considering the fact that maybe we could see the spark start to tank here.
I like it. I always like those rivals, especially when you're feeling good about one on one side and shit about the other. On the other side, you're getting that double value. I always like that.
Right. See, it's, the yin and the yang here, literally the opposite end of the spectrum, where we couldn't be asking for a better matchup for both of these situations literally at once this time.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to play that with Lexi. It's a good little 2-picker.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you play that with? That's what I was going to say. How are they going to let us? I think they do because it's a rival. I could be wrong, but I think they might. I'm going to try it right now, actually.
Yeah, that you may have to double check for me, but yeah. So we yammered a little bit here. Hopefully that answered a couple questions that we're going to come up to, and Yeah, again, it's just one game here, so nothing too crazy, folks.
Right, we're just chilling today. We're chilling.
Yep,
Smoking
yep.
some weed, moving slow, finding some props.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't let me.
Had a couple. No,
Mm-mm.
you had to add one for each.
I guess so. That's weird.
Okay, well, here let's peek at what we got tomorrow. Man, Ezzy, can we just go under Ezzy in the blind? Like, is that
Yeah.
just a thing now?
Yeah, she's not doing anything. And New York matchup? Hell yeah. What are her lines, though? Ooh, all the way down to 17.5. She hasn't done anything, though.
She's, yeah, I mean, real stinker. I don't know what's up with her. I mean, coach was like, they were putting out Mercedes Russell out there, and I mean, we haven't seen her play minutes in a little bit. And I mean, the fact that they have, Gabby and all these other pseudo bigs, NECA, she's been playing out her mind lately, really killing the glass.
Which is interesting. She's never solid rebounder. We always used to make fun of her. I remember you always used to say how lazy she was.
Yeah, she's so lazy. I mean, it's not even funny. But I think now the fact that they're not playing Ezzy and she's losing out on minutes is just forcing her to, NECA's playing at the 5 now, and that's just kind of, we've seen her do that in the past with the Sparks, where we had, Hamby and her, or Azra and her, whatever the situation was, but she would play at the 5 whenever they went to the bench. So I mean, in theory, if they're not playing Ezzy minutes and she's seeing reduction in that, then I mean, Mercedes Russell's not coming in to play at the 5, so they're by default going to just slide her over. And I mean, she's holding it down. I got to say, it's definitely an interesting aspect whenever they kind of go with this, I'm going to air quote the small unit, but basically, they go small with her at the 5, and it's worked out in a couple of these last games. So it's something that, I think unless Ezzy's cooking in the first half, then she's going to play reduced minutes again.
I don't mind it. I do not mind it. We could do that 3-picker right there. Or do you like the Kelsey? Kelsey and Rakia and Caitlin. I mean, they're all good. You could turn them into 2 3-picks, actually. Something like that. You just rotate them around.
Yeah. I mean, just round robin a couple of those between the rivals and
get that nice 3-pick value from Underdog that they give you. Underdog is actually turning into something half decent. I mean, they're a scam like everything else with their little alt lines, but I mean, compared to PrizePicks though, bro, damn. I've heard more and more people like really understand that how much of a scam PrizePicks is. Like it's next level. It's like McDonald's is some fucked up hamburger, but like that White Castle's next level. It's like that. Like PrizePicks is bad.
Yeah, they're a scam and a half. So spend your money wisely over there. Definitely price shop. If you have other options for other books, which we talk about a lot in our Discord. We're always promoting different potential books, new books, anything where we can find. It's never about the how you get there, the process and all that. If you can just find an edge in general in betting, that is always such a huge thing to lean into. So whatever that may be, if you have different variety for apps and stuff like that, because I mean, personally for me, I make way more money on books and stuff than I do on any of these player prop websites and stuff like that. But that's because I have access to books, and if I was in a different situation and only had to do player props, then I'd be singing a different tune here. So make sure you guys be mindful. Make sure you know what your options are.
The other thing today too that I wrote in the Discord was like, Fliff just updated their stuff, and if you can't get normal sports books, you can get Fliff in most states, even if it's not legal, air quotes legal. Fliff has a lot of single bets you can make, and you can make money that way too. So don't sleep on Fliff, guys. It's not as pretty because it's just it doesn't have all the nice pictures and shit like that. But if you like winning money, which I assume you do if you're listening to us on the show, that's one of the spots. Did you ever check out that Billy Walters, I think his name was, on Rogan that I posted the other night? He's like a super duper famous bettor. He's won millions of dollars and shit. He was on there.
Yeah, I didn't get to finish watching it though, and I need to actually go back and see it.
Well, he was talking about how the bookies are so scammy. Like most people in the world that bet don't even have just a basic understanding of how it works with the odds and all the, if you don't have an understanding of that, you're already in a spot where you're just not going to win. It's just not even possible. So we have to make sure the annoying things that we don't want to do, because I know a lot of people don't have patience, they just want to push the button, cheer for their player, and go about their day. But you really got to line shop. You really got to understand what the odds mean. You really got to see the scams and not fall into them, because, bro, fuck losing your money. Like, that's not what's up. So PrizePicks is the number one spot to lose your money. So if you have any way to get away from PrizePicks, do it. Rant over.
Exactly. Oh yeah, and then two other props. I know we mentioned Azure. If she's not playing minutes, and obviously let's go under this, but also Odyssey Sims. I think two very live props for her. One of them is the obvious. I think people are gravitating to a little bit more than I really want to personally. I mean, the 5.5. Yeah, the 5.5 assists. I get it. I mean, she's dominating in playmaking, but she definitely is a bucket, and I think that's something that people sleep on too. Like, coach hasn't really turned her loose as far as like her offensive upside. So this matchup, again, I mean, she dropped her season high fantasy. There's a ton of like obvious potential steal upside against Clark, who I would assume she's probably going to end up guarding today. And then they'll put like Kia Nurse on Kelsey Mitchell on the other side. It's either going to be Nurse or it'll be Rikia covering her on the other side. So there's going to be a ton of steal upside here. I mean, check off the boxes that we're looking for fantasy. So the steal upside is going to be massive. She is a primary playmaker, so the 1.5 assists, and then also the just raw scoring upside and the potential 3-point matchup. It's a top 3 points allowed on the other side for Indiana, and if coach gives her the green light, just be like, hey, go do your thing today finally, then I think she's going to continue to do that. But the fact that again, she's playing 34 minutes a minimum while the team is tanking, I love to see that. I mean, it's basically her in the bench unit, so the minutes are going to be there, I think, and the fantasy potential is definitely going to be there.
I just realized the Boston Rivals disappeared.
Oh no, I didn't even get to play it.
Yeah, I was over here looking like, ooh, I like that Sims fantasy. I was like, let's throw that in there with Paul, Lexi, and that rival. But if the rival's gone, I'm cool with that Lexi under and that Sims fantasy. That looks nice. Sims is a beast, bro. Her fantasy is way too low.
Yeah, way too low. I mean, yes, she did miss it in this last game, but I got to shout out Atlanta. Man, that team has just been so weird about shutting guards down. That's something I've noticed they've been doing over the last month as well. So shout out to them. But I mean, her on the season as a whole, just in general, I mean, anytime she plays over 30 minutes, she's crushing that fantasy. So yes, it is with a different team, but now, I mean, they have basically like almost 2 weeks under the belt in total. And I think, yeah, go out and play 34 minutes for me, and I think we'll be solid.
I'm going to post that in the Discord, yeah? Would you agree?
Sure. I posted Sims Fantasy last night with that Clark PRA when we got it at 36.5.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, I'll just post that 2-pick if people want to hit it now.
Right.
Cool.
Dope. All right, well, let's answer some questions. Hang out.
Okay. Well, guess who won today?
Who did?
Big Sean. Big Sean, number 1. Good job, Big Sean.
Oh, nice, dude. Hell yeah. A couple times now. He's been getting in there.
Oh, yeah.
Super pause.
Super. Cashier Family for Life came in second. He's okay with it. We're okay with it. Ian came in third. He said he'll take third. Look at the sportsmanship around here, bro. That's what I love about the Discord. Everyone's just happy for each other winning. Everyone posts their green slips. They say, yes, sir. Fuck the bookies. We win. We win. Do you want to do the well, we'll do the movie trivia. Let's answer a few questions first. Let's see. What do we got here? AOD says that's why we're a family. What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. He says we're all degens. What else is he saying? Underrated beats hot fire. Appreciate you. And then he says E-Modest money is programmed by Elon Musk at his secret warehouse. Yeah, E is
that neurotech.
Yeah, E is kind of programmed by Elon Musk in a secret warehouse. I like that. Okay.
Real fast.
Yeah.
Fag Bentley was officially rolled out.
Okay. I figured she was. I thought yesterday that was the case. So she was only questionable yesterday?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think it was more leaning towards doubtful, if they were being honest. But yeah, she was definitely trending out, not being at practice and stuff.
Okay. So are you going in with Melissa now?
Well, I mean, hey, we sniped that on the stream yesterday, so shout out to you guys who were hanging out with us. We picked up that PR when it was at like 15 and a half or something, or maybe it was even lower than that, but we definitely shouted her out specifically and queued her up yesterday, so hopefully you guys got that. I still don't mind her. I think, honestly, the first half PRA is still at 9.5. That's super low. I mean, she's been going out, walking bucket, and actually grabbing quite a few rebounds. So, I mean, the matchup would say, yeah, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And if, Hamby's kind of active on the other side, then she's going to be shooting a lot down low anyway. So, yeah, let's throw that in the queue. I think honorable mention for this, because this will definitely bump here shortly.
Okay. Ian says, are we taking unders for Azure? Speaking of, right on your screen right there.
Yep. I like it. She could come out, I think, especially of the players who are going to lose minutes. I mean, her very directly. She's been banged up all season. They're playing for nothing again. They're basically already eliminated from the playoffs. And we saw Lee Yuru, playing heavy minutes over the last 5 games or 4 games now. But this, the minutes going down in the last couple games, especially in the New York matchup, that was really telling because they needed to win that game. And, even though they did, down the stretch, she just wasn't playing any minutes, and she was actually playing kind of well. So I don't know. This is strictly a coaching decision. So if he gets a bug up his ass about playing her 30 minutes, we're probably cooked. But she could go out there, pick up an early foul, and Lee Yuru comes out and does her thing. We're looking good. We just need Lee to not get into foul trouble. That would be a bit of an unfortunate situation.
Gotcha. Kevin Thomas is here. He says, let's go. What up, bro? I know he's excited about football. He was telling me he's obsessed with football. And you're in luck because it starts tomorrow. Actually, he's into college, too. He's in all kinds of football. But, yeah, NFL is going to bring a whole nother element around here. It's going to be amazing. He also says, Kelsey Mitchell, 2.5 rebounds. Kelsey Mitchell rebounds? What you think? I know she's been cracking over that, actually.
Yeah, I don't mind it. A little scary the 2 games that they did play. She got 0 and 1 rebound, so that is unfortunate. But matchup-wise, it's a really, really good matchup for any and all rebounding. So I don't mind that personally. But don't play too much of it, just because we could see there's just so many different mouths to beat on this team. But I don't mind it. I definitely don't mind it. And I know it's an option here on Underdog as well. It was, 0.88. I just can't have it in the queue with the other plays from her. So, honestly, I have a lot of exposure to her today. The first half PRA, the rebounds, the points, the early points that we got, all that stuff.
She's been such a beast, bro. Her and Caitlin just going crazy. It's amazing. I love it.
It's the first time she actually has something to play for. There's actually hope at the end of the tunnel, and it's not okay, it's start of summer and we're getting ready to be eliminated from the playoffs like we have the last decade.
Ian says, Ian Warner Comedy says, I like pictures, LOL. He's talking about because I said Fliff doesn't have pictures, so he'd rather look at pictures than make money. I feel him. Ian. That's funny. No, but it's true because when those sites look good, they make you want to play them. It's just, subconsciously you're like, oh, I like PrizePicks. The pictures are so pretty. The green and red bars, they just look amazing. Just like that outlier. When you start messing with that more, the better it looks, the better you want to play. So I don't know why books like to be so simple. I think it's because of the old school bettors will get mad if they had pictures. You can imagine, you know what I mean? People who've been betting for 20, 30 years, they start having big pictures of the players and shit. They'll be like, what is this crap? So they try to keep it in between. AOD says underrated for president. Yay! That's because, you know why? Is because, oh, look at him go. That's because, Kevin Thomas said, oh, wait, they bumped our payout. He got it at full value. So when you were looking at the 0.88, he got it before they flipped it to 0.88. So that's good. Good shit.
Oh, nice.
Always got to get that little value. That's what I was saying. We got to catch the little value all the time. That's how we win. UTEP Baller says Aaliyah Boston less than 14 points. You like her spot though today, so you're gonna probably say, "Be careful." That's what you're gonna say. Be careful.
Yeah. Well, with Fag Bentley being out now, I'm definitely not gonna touch her unders because that's she could potentially play a lot more minutes. But man, I'm telling you, she's night and day on her home road splits. These were pretty good matchups for her. I will definitely say that she should have done more, but you can see the field goal. Just in general, like the field goal volume is way different on the road. So 2 road games here, total crap fest. Back at home, pretty solid. She should take at least double-digit field goal attempts at home. And the home road splits have come back down a little bit more to earth. But her home average, though, has stayed pretty consistent at 14.5. So we are paying a tax on it in favor of the over. But they are enticing us for the under. So I don't know. I would be a little leery about that because, again, Sparks are giving up the most points in the paint. And what about these second chance points? Second chance points are only top 5, so that's not nearly as brutal. But the points in the paint, and then let's check the free throw attempts because that's going to be another thing here. Okay, Sparks actually cleaned that up a little bit, so there's not too much sauce on the top here for her, but it is still kind of middle of the pack for the free throw attempts, so do keep that in mind. But yeah, just in general, Sparks, they're giving up most points in the paint and the second most field goal attempts, so if she's shooting, she's going to be converting. If she's being passive like she's been in the last couple games, then yeah. And shout out the second half unders because, oh my god, she's not doing anything.
Okay, yeah. She falls off in the second half. She gets tired. It's too much running.
Yeah. Girl getting winded.
All right, guys. Hit the like for us if you don't mind. If you haven't hit it yet, please hit the like for us. I haven't annoyed you guys at all yet today, so if you don't mind, hit the like if you are enjoying chilling, and we would appreciate it very much so. And guess what, E? We are at the bottom of the comments, so if anyone has any last-minute questions or things you want to ask, throw them in the comments at the bottom, and in the meantime I will read you the movie trivia and we'll see if we get any more questions until
and that'll keep us right within the hour. That way it'll give us an hour leading up until locks. I know it's one game tonight, so we're probably going to have a little bit of a skeleton crew for, active people or viewers out there. But it's about to get real busy the next 24 hours. So make sure you guys
too busy.
And if you have any other questions after we get off the stream, you can always find us in the Discord. Names are going to be the same up here, and just give us a shout or just ask in general chat. We'll see it. All right,
here we go. Sean Drake says, "Okay, E, today's trivia is from 1942. A cynical American cafe owner struggles to decide whether or not to help his former lover and her fugitive husband escape the Nazis in French Morocco."
Yeah, this one might be a bit of a blunder. I'm gonna guess The Great Escape.
Oh shit, that might be it. Hold on, now I gotta go look.
1942's reaching way back. I'm definitely swinging here.
Sorry to say.
No, that's okay.
It's a good try. It's a good try. The answer is Casablanca's with Humphrey Bogart.
Ah, okay. Casablanca, gotcha.
Casablanca.
I should have known that.
There you go.
Bro, I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
1942 to be exact is the last time you watched that movie.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a couple more questions here at the end. Let's see. UTEP Baller says, Kelsey Mitchell over PRA. Now, of course, her points is big, but now her points are bumped. We know Kevin liked her rebounds. What if we throw the assists on there and get us? We need a 27. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I had interest in the first half PRA, so it makes a little bit more sense. The RA can be a little sketchy with her. she doesn't really play make a whole lot, with just the in general use that Clark has. So you either get one of these 2 games out of Kelsey where you get 3 assists, or she's going to give you a 1 or a 0. So there's not much like real in between with the assists, but I mean, they are not really giving her much credit for it. So I mean, I do like the potential upside for it. I mean, there's a lot of RA that she could have here. The only thing again is this, just the in general fact that, I mean, this was her average in the first time that they played. Granted, it was back early in the season, but still, that's got to give me a little bit of a hezzy. Like, I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't go too crazy with it. But I mean, it makes sense. Like I said, I do have the first half PRA for sure. The PR is still interesting. Yeah. I mean, you might as well if you're just gonna do it for the 2 assists. Probably the PRA. Yeah.
Oh, Kelsey, we love you. Ian says, can we run a 7-man with these on Underdog? Ian, you freaking would, bro.
I mean, technically you could, yeah. I mean, I threw it up in the queue, I think, for a little 5, but if you didn't want to wait for the payout for tomorrow, I mean, you can get rid of Ezzy here or just send all of these, send the other 6 for 16x.
I don't understand.
5 on that, why not?
I don't understand because, I mean, if you went back and looked at your 6 and 7 picks, how many times did you really win 6 or 7, bro? Like, what? How many times are you going to lose before you want to stop doing them? I don't understand. There's always that hope, I guess. I was so close that there's always one. No, yes, there is always one. One person who does 6 and 7 picks. That's the one that's doing it. It's your fault. Don, back on his bullish, says, does Jackson get 15 points? Rakia, 15 points. Is she at 15 and a half now? Or 14 and a half? She's 15 and a half, huh?
Oh, yeah, she was 15-5.
Woo,
I mean, getting 15 points.
Damn, it's high.
It's like right there. So she's been good for 13 points. I think in general, I would say she's good for 14 points if I had to really kind of push it there. But, man, last game was a little disappointing. I don't know personally if I want to chase like the full game points. I mean, if anything, like chase the the fantasy, because there's gonna be a lot of steal upside here and block upside. She doesn't play make a whole lot, so this is kind of fluky. But I mean, the RA is definitely there a little bit. I'd probably take something that kind of encompasses everything though, instead of like just the straight up points. Because as far as like the hit rating for the points, I mean that's gonna be super low, just 10 out of almost 30 something games on the season. So a little bit more kind of pushing it there, but the minutes is definitely going to translate to the fantasy overall. So I don't know. It really, I think a lot of things for her is going to depend on if they roll back the minutes again for the other starters and just leave her and Odyssey Sims out there to play like 35 minutes again. If that's the case, I don't think it's bad. But one thing I will gotta shout out, the more Zaya Cook plays off the bench, the less that Rickea Jackson does. That's their like low-key weapon. I know they drafted her last year. Come sit down, baby. They drafted her last year and had a lot of really high hopes for her, and she picked up that injury. So do keep that in mind whenever she plays with the second unit, Rickea that is. She loses out on a lot of production.
Ian says, LOL, I can't even run 1. Come on, underrated. Ian.
That's a man with a dream over there.
Hey, Ian, you can run 1. You can run 2. You can run 3. This is what I tell people, though. If you want to run those 7 picks, you just look down at the payment, screenshot it, send it to me. Don't even put it in Underdog or PrizePicks or whatever. Just tell me what the payout is, and then send me the money instead of playing it. So like if you're putting $10 on it, I'll give you my PayPal. You just send me that $10, bro. And then I'll tell you, I'll look at the bottom and we'll have the screenshot. If your 7 pick hits, bro, I will pay you the payout and I will add 10%. So hit me up, bro. That's how we do it, bro. So go ahead, play that 7 pick. Pay me the money. I'll pay you more. That's how much I know it's not going to hit. I'll pay you more. Ian says the dog sounds funny.
Yeah.
He's mad at you, Ian. AOD's laughing at me, and Herman says, Clark double-double.
Yeah, no, I don't mind Clark for a double-double today. You know, this is a great assist up spot for her. I might even personally get a little froggy here since Underdog is actually offering it. I might take a splash, like, you know, $10 or something. But the triple-double line for a 6.39x, that's very interesting.
6.39. Ooh.
Yeah, that's crazy. That would definitely be in a 2-pick with like some alt line or some shit like that.
No, put it in a 7-pick, bro, because I could get 127 times, bro. AOD says underrated shutting down people's dreams, and that's fucked up. Hey, nah, it's why you call me. It's why you said I underrated for president. It's because I care about us, guys. I care about us. I care about our well-being and our pocketbook and our money in our bank account. All of them as one, united. Remember? Ian says, hell yeah, I gotta work against the betting gods and underrated now. LOL. Ian, you don't gotta work against me. That's how you're gonna lose, bro, going against me. Utah Baller says, I placed a 6-man bet. Oh, shit. Here we go again. Hey, good luck. Because really, in the end, I want you to win. I want you to win.
Oh, real fast before we head out of here, quick shout out for Hamby under her first half, 8.5 points. Just, I mean, she's staying way under this, and I mean, she's looked like kind of just completely mentally checked out of the game in a lot of these games, just in general. But they've been spreading the ball out way more in the first half, and yeah, it's a touch higher, and it's at 8 on PrizePicks as well. So, a little extra value here on Underdog.
Ian said, "Was that your impression of me?" But my impression of you would be more like, "How many can I get in? Can I get in at 8-pick? Oh shit, you know they got a new 10-pick now." That would be my impression of you.
Oh god, 10-pick, that'd be insane.
They got a new 20-pick. I'm in. You win like 1,000 times your money. Oh god.
It'd be like 100x or something like that.
I'm gonna lose 1,000 days in a row, and I'm not gonna be mad at all. Denver's always won. She's a bitch. She couldn't get it for me. No, it was your 9 picks you put in. That's impossible. Has nothing to do with that raggedy bitch, Ian. Okay. Sorry, rant over again. Huey Highness says Boston over RA. You like my impression, Ian? He's laughing.
Yeah.
That's good. Just having fun.
Yeah,
Whee!
I mean,
sorry.
The Boston RA, I don't mind. You know, 11.5 is pretty generous. She could totally go out and get just 10 rebounds alone. They run a ton of the offense through her, so I do like that. Yes, I will say I do like it. Just don't sleep on the scoring upside, too. It's going to be a little bit there.
Okay. UTEP Baller is telling us the 6 picks he has. So let's pick out the 2 he should play. Lexi Hull, just playing. Lexi Hull, 4.5 under first half. Hamby, under first half. Stevens, under fantasy. Mitchell, over PRA. And Clark, over 19.5 points. Sounds like plays that Big E likes. Cool.
Yeah, I like them all. You know, round robin them, maybe a couple 3 picks, and light unit on the 5-pick. Nothing, or was it 6-pick or whatever it was?
1,000 picks. They're all gonna hit. They're fire. They're locks.
Yeah. It's only one game, so do keep that in mind.
They're guaranteed gonna win. Hit me up in my email. I'll give you $1 million pick every day.
That was
All
my
right,
impression
man.
of Ian again. Sorry.
I think we're coming towards the
Ready
end
to go?
here, right?
Yeah. Ready
Yeah,
to go.
All right, y'all. Well, before we head out of here, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out whenever we do go live or drop late night videos. And we will see you guys here in the Discord. Underrated, you got anything else, man?
Nah, man. I've been harping on too much stuff for people today, so I'm just gonna leave it a good luck to everyone, and let's continue whooping the bookies' ass. That's it.
There we go. All right, y'all. Good luck tonight, and we'll see y'all in the Discord. Peace.